Porter, you guys have played Alabama and Ohio State the last 2 years. How far close to their talent level do you think your team has going into this year?
I was in the game against Alabama, but I was hurt last year for the Ohio State game. However, I would say it's not necessarily a talent difference. I think there's some other things that came into play. Whether it's just, maybe just a little culture difference or maybe even, discipline or the weight room. But I think we've addressed some of those issues and really worked on them in the off season. And, this year, hopefully that's not a weakness in our game.
What have you done? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
What have you done to address the culture?
Last year I think it was pretty obvious in the Ohio State game that we, maybe weren't as big and strong and physical up front, specifically in the offensive end. We did have some injuries. We had a lot of young guys out there, which was part of the problem. But that being addressed, it fired us up and it really gave us that motivation to get bigger and stronger and get more food available for us and all those little things that you need, for a team. And I think we've done a really good job at doing that, or striving for that in the off season.
What's the biggest difference between the teams you have played on before and now, this 2018 team?
The culture of this team is the best it's been since I've been here by far. Cam and I and the other, the leaders of this team have really emphasized, establishing that culture. And with that has come just a teamwork that we haven't seen before, and just a togetherness that we're gonna need this year, especially losing Sam Darnold, Ronald Jones. We're gonna need to come together as a team and really, everybody's gonna have to pull their own weight, and everybody's gonna have to make plays. It's not gonna be down to one or two people and rely on them anymore. It's gonna be everybody. So I think that's the biggest difference.
When you say the culture's better, that's surprising coming off the Pac-12 title. What is it about this year that's different than in years past?
Not that years past have been bad, but we've been together so long. A lot of us, specifically on the defensive side, we got a lot of guys that have been together since my year coming in 2015. And, so we've been able to see the other cultures and really, get that perspective and see, kind of where we went wrong maybe in a couple areas. And now that it's our fourth year here and we've been together for so long, we're able to, kind of see where we went wrong and fix those problems and see where we need to improve and be able to actually take action in doing that, because we are leaders of the team and we are able to have that impact and talk to Coach Helton and be able to get things done.
Without naming names, is there an example of that where you saw something wrong and you've kind of fixed it over the course of this offseason?
There's a lot of little things that make a big difference, but like against Ohio State, we got a lot of press about being soft up front, specifically on the O-line, and so we had a lot of young guys, we had a lot of injuries, so there's a lot of things that went into that, but we took that and we said, this might be one of our weaknesses, we need to make it one of our strengths, and that's something we emphasized, the players emphasized throughout the whole off season, spending that time in the weight room, spending the time eating, getting more food to the players, talking to the nutritionist, talking to Coach Helton, and getting, more food available for us, and that's just, one of the many things that we've been able to do.
Do you guys feel a little extra pressure to kind of pick it up and play a little bit better early in the season?
Yeah, you could say, pressure, but for me, it's more motivation. Pressure can be positive and negative, I guess. So there could be pressure there, but it's more motivation to really, really come together in the fall and become, that mid-season defense. But the first game against UNLV. So yeah, there is a bit of pressure there.
Porter Gustin had a huge year last year. What's the key for this defense in replacing him, and how can you pick up some of that slack?
Chinna did a great job last year. I knew he was going to come out and do a great job. He had a heck of an off season, and he's an athletic player and great player. But like I was saying with the offense, every player's different, so maybe you can't necessarily replace a player completely, but what you're able to do is come together as a team and find new strengths and different strengths and be able to work as a whole unit. So I mean, we're going to find out where our new strengths are and what's in, how well our defense gels together here in camp, and we're just going to have to use that to our advantage.
What's your leadership council been like? That's something you guys started this offseason?
Yeah, it's been great. Like we meet, quite often, maybe once a week, and just talk about the culture of the team and where we see weaknesses, strengths, and what we can build on, and what we need to help fix, and what we can do better as leaders. So that's been a big difference maker in the culture as well.
How many guys do you have on?
It's not necessarily a set leadership council. It's open to everyone. Anybody can come in and participate in that. But it varies when people show up. But there's a lot of leaders on this team, and so I can't put a number on it.